Hi there! Welcome back to Glory Hounds. Last time, we just discovered that, well, the bad guys are already here, folks. They're ready to go. But this time, we're going to continue where we left off with something that I love. I love it. I saw it at the end of the last episode, as I was saying, just as I was clicking out. I saw a bit of it, and just that tiny bit alone is my favorite thing I've ever seen in a visual novel, ever. Be excited for it, I'm excited for it. I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm just ready to dive into this. As usual, Glory Hounds is an 18+ gay furry visual novel. I mean, yeah, just look at them. Look at these three gays standing here in the fucking title screen. 18+ content, folks. Let's move on. With that said, my name is Pink Wisp, and these hounds be glorious. Let's dive right back into it, shall we? Lights, camera, action. Oh wait, I didn't see the second bit! Oh, holy shit! I just saw the first bit! I just saw the first bit last time, I didn't see the second one, I didn't cut. Oh my god! Oh, and that is my favorite thing I've ever seen in a visual novel. I have never ever seen in a visual novel a magical girl transformation. And I'm here for it. That caught me so off guard at the end of the last episode because I was clicking out and then all of a sudden it started playing on my screen. I'm like, shit, wait, what the fuck is this? That is exactly what I needed. That is what I fucking needed today. I'm overcome with a surreal sensation when I see myself in the reflective metal walls. I'm not looking at Alex DeRoy anymore, but someone else entirely. I turn, looking at myself every which way. Stretch my legs, tighten the belt around my waist. God, my ass looks kinda great in this getup. Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. How is it, Spot? I'm, beginning to see the appeal. My phone vibrates. The material of the jumpsuit is so thin, it tickles my legs. Who is calling? I put my finger to my muzzle and pick up.
Took you long enough!
Oh, it's a relief to hear them shouting at me again. Lou! Are you alright? What's the situation out there?
There's guys with weapons running around the halls! Where'd you go? I tried to find you, but it's like you went off the map!
I thought I told you to stay put at the exhibit! There is another person at gallery.
I heard someone scream. They might have gotten the curator lady. I have to do something, Al!
You could end up hurt!
So I'll pick myself back up! What if they kill her?
No, listen. I'm the one who got you into this mess. I'm gonna get you out. Just hold on.
They're coming! Gotta run!
I rub my temples. As if this situation needed to get any worse. Spot? What's going on? I only now notice I'm hyperventilating. Don't freak out, okay? I took someone with me to the gallery. You did what? You absolute imbecile! I didn't want it to end up like this. I just thought it would be... What? Fun day out in park. He narrows his eyes. I feel my cheeks get even hotter, and a pit starts to form on my stomach. I really messed up, didn't I? I figured it'd help me stand out less, and I was scared of going alone.
You should have told us. You put innocent person in danger.
I know!
I do not think you know. Once again, we fight real criminals. You came close to dying at store only 1 week ago. Do not invite others to share that fate.
I want to sink underground, well, even deeper underground, and disappear. But all I can do is meet his eyes with my own. I know I fucked up, but I need your help.
Is your friend safe?
They seemed okay, but they said Fenna might be in trouble. They're going after her.
Situation is most urgent. We will discuss lack of common sense later. Correct. If there's a civilian stuck at the gallery, there's not a moment to lose. Let's go save our friends, Spot.
What's the best way to get back up there?
By car, I am afraid. Secret passage only goes one way.
The look he gives his boss is one I haven't seen since I got terminated at my old job.
This is why I told you not to press button.
I grab the grappling gun and turn to the slide. There might be another way. You got one of these too, Rahul?
Only a prototype. Oh! I see what you're planning.
We'll just go back the way I came.
It's a good infiltration point. Hell of a climb, though.
We don't have another option. I aim up and squeeze my eyes shut, aiming the gun up at the dark void in front of me. Like this?
Like that. Now, just pull the trigger.
I swallow, and after rethinking my entire life, as well as what's led me up to this point, decide to follow through. For Lou. I squeeze the trigger. It's not working.
His mechanism jammed. It should work fine. Try again.
I finally open my eyes again. I'm still standing here in the computer room. I feel almost weirdly relieved. I hate to tell you this, boss, but maybe you should take this one back to the drawing board! Suddenly, I'm catapulted forward into the darkness. I'm sick in my stomach. I'm going faster upwards than I ever did going down. Holy shit! Holy shit! Must resist. Urge to vomit. Rising. Something clicks and my momentum slows. I'm left dangling for a moment before I pull myself up and clamber over the ledge I found myself at. I pull the trigger of the gun again, and it detaches itself from the wall, cord retracting on its own. I look over my shoulder. The slide gets less vertical from here, but I still have a lot of ground to cover. It smells real musty here, like Max's room on a Saturday levels of musty. Scratch that, the hand when we were still allowed to smoke inside levels of musty. I can see some light coming in from the far end. There's rows upon rows of tunnels leading into this place. I wonder where all of those go. Another grappling hook hits the wall behind me, yanking me back to reality and almost making me roll right back down the slide again.
Whoa!
I hear footsteps coming up behind me, then laborious grunting as the boss struggles to pull himself up. Need a hand?
Please.
As I pull him up, I realize I hadn't considered how heavy he was before offering. And now I wish I'd reconsidered. I got you! I got you! There we go. He stands up, out of breath, and we both peer into the dark tunnels ahead.
And you thought it wouldn't work.
Pretty sure it still shaved a couple years off my life. So, how far is it?
It's gonna be a little hike.
He claps my back.
But it's nothing this team can't handle.
Isn't it, like, on the other side of town? How'd I even drop down to the lair that fast?
Well, these tunnels are very efficient.
Well, that tells me nothing. I wish I was half as optimistic as this guy. My earpiece crackles and I hear Milo's voice.
Are both of you still in Vault of Living?
Barely.
We're in tip-top shape, Raven 3. Over.
Raven 3?
Now, I figured I'd give you a code name as well. What do you think? Over.
There's a moment of silence on the other end of the line.
I am not Raven. But it sounds mysterious, dashing, handsome. Over.
I am neither mysterious nor dashing. So he's not denying the handsome part.
Naming sensibility leaves much to be desired. It will do for now. Goal is straight ahead from your location. Exercise caution and restraint. Thank you. Over and out.
He nudges me, then tilts his muzzle to the darkness in front of us. We're here. I squeeze through the hole in the wall at the end of the tunnel and emerge in the bathroom stall. Rahul comes out behind me right before the mechanism activates and the wall rises up from the ground again, the toilet returning to its usual position. Everything's back to normal. It's almost kind of creepy. With the door still locked, it's very, very cramped. While this stall looks like it was made for larger species, they probably didn't take multiple people into account. Rules practically got me pinned against the door. Not that I mind terribly.
I'm sorry. Would you mind getting the door? I can't reach the lock from here.
Of course. Just let me... I take my time trying to find the doorknob. On purpose, but he doesn't need to know. He smells good. That ought to do it.
Thank you. Raven 3, we have touched ground in the men's room. Over. That is good. If possible, try to stay hidden from enemy, then engage in ambush.
We're gonna fight guys with weapons?
That is accurate assessment. You do want to save friend and Miss Fenna, do you not? Normally, I would suggest avoiding combat situation, but that is not always option.
Alright. I'm not sure I'll survive this, but I have to try. We inconspicuously sneak into the hallway, which is empty now. Empty and dead silent. I'm getting some haunted museum vibes. Rahul's company doesn't make it feel any less... off. At least the art's still on the walls.
Isn't this amazing spot? We get to stop an actual art heist.
I'm pretty nervous, actually.
Nervous? Psh, oh, why? You'll do great. They won't know what hit him.
Aren't you scared? At all?
A true hero of justice trusts in his abilities, his tools, and his companions. We have everything at our disposal to win this. Just stick with me.
I'd be lying if I said his ludicrous amounts of confidence aren't at least a little infectious. But maybe he's faking this thing just as hard as I am. He beckons me down the hall, and I follow. Every noise I hear makes me jump, and I aim the grappling gun at every shadow I see. Eventually, Rahul sidles on up to a corner, and I crouch down next to him.
Arr, most of this junk ain't even worth the trouble, Polly.
I know that voice all too well. Been in my nightmares all week. I peek around the corner and see the Barracuda standing next to the parrot janitor from before. Guess we weren't the only ones to change clothes.
The junk ain't why we're here, Ishmael.
Right, leave you here for that spotty straggler. Are they talking about me? I want to say something, but Rahul shushes me.
No shenanigans! Captain only wants him tossed out.
I figure I can still have a little fun while we be at it. Got a mighty score to settle.
Well, if the captain gets cross, you'll be on your own.
A risk I be willing to take.
You did say here on starboard, didn't you, matey?
Right as rain, he did. Down the hall and starboard.
Are you sure you didn't mess your directions up again, Ishmael?
The starboard be left, correct?
Starboard be right, you fool!
It be left!
Right! Left! Right!
Concern it, why can't we not just say left and right?
This is why you're still the cabin boy, and I be the captain's right-hand man.
Don't you mean starboard hand man?
Rahul slowly crouches closer and beckons for me to follow. I move as quietly as I can while the two continue their increasingly inconsistent pirate bickering. This is perfect. They're so loud, they'll never hear us. Strife of Life is the most recent work of renowned painter Lodovik Yanikshov. I cannot believe I made it through that line without fucking breaking, because that was expert timing. That's excellent. What deity did I anger to deserve this kind of bad luck? Rahul and I take cover behind the corner again. The audio tour voice is so loud, the fish and parrot duo immediately look over at the painting.
Did you do that, Ishmael? No, I don't think so.
It depicts the struggle between nature and machine.
Make it stop! I don't know how!
Rahul beckons me, jumping out from behind the corner. They've still got their backs turned to us.
Halt, evildoers!
I swear on me bones, this be the last time I be taking you anywhere!
Like ye be any fun to be around.
I ship it. Not gonna lie, I ship it. The boss clears his throat.
I said, halt, evildoers!
Yeah, can it wait for a bit? We be in the middle of... You! You're the fucker! I mean, ye be the landlubber from the store!
That's right. It is I, the Dawn Hound.
Be you for real?
The parrot bursts out laughing.
This be the man who sent you home crying, Ishmael!
Throwing pirates overboard is a little hobby of mine.
Well, you won't be so lucky this time, sailor. You may be rather large and have muscles larger than a frigate.
He looks Rahul up and down.
And be rather handsome. But it's still 2 against 1.
Rahul pulls me out of the shadows, and all of a sudden I'm staring down two extremely dangerous, most likely armed men. They stare at me like I'm some sort of oddity. Dusk has come to... Dusk has come! I flex. Judging by the looks on their faces, it doesn't particularly impress.
Great entrance, Spot. Though I'd say your posing needs some work. Try something like this.
He strikes a pose himself while I maintain uncomfortable eye contact with the parrot.
This one wasn't there last time. And they have a 2-for-1 at the freak store.
Funny. I was just about to say the same thing. How many curtains did you need to sew together to make that pirate getup?
At least mine ain't made of rubber, you scallywag!
He takes a deep breath and slicks the feathers on top of his head back.
No, happy thoughts, Polly. Happy thoughts. Calm as the waves.
The barracuda turns to him.
To hell with the waves! What are you waiting for, Polly? Let's get him!
No, you know how I feel about getting me nails dirty, Ishmael. I just had myself a mani-pedi, and me psychiatrist said... He does have really pretty nails.
And here I thought you were a bird of paradise or whatever the 7 seas you call it. Turns out you're just a big chicken. What did you call me? A chicken!
Your friend there has a point.
That's it! I've had it! You want violence? I'll give you violence!
Come at us, fiend.
The parrot charges towards us with a screech that could shatter glass. The barracuda hot on his heels.
Okay, Spot. Let's knock some heads together.
Easy for you to say. What do I do? I could not be less prepared for this if I tried. Think, Al. Think! A true hero trusts his tools, his abilities, and his companions. While Rahul enters a fighting stance, I aim my grappling gun down the hall, just past them. I hope this works! I squeeze the trigger and immediately surge forward as the hook speared into the wall. Dusk strike! I tuck in my legs, only having a second to regret the choices that led me here, before kicking the two thieves as hard as I can. They fly backward, hitting the ground in perfect sync. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to stop this thing yet, and I soon follow, smacking against the wall hard. Ow!
Spot! You okay?
I am most decidedly not. Oh, my back. At least this time, I have no one but myself to blame.
That was quite the stunt you pulled. He knocked him out cold.
Guess I did. I squeeze the trigger again, yanking the hook from the wall, and then I collapse. I'm starting to like this thing.
Mr. Ahab, sir, I found this cat prancing about in the halls. Let me go!
Yo ho ho ho! Another straggler, huh?
What should we do with him?
Tie him up and put him in the brig with the curator camo. We can't have any interlopers swimming about.
You can't be serious.
By brig, you mean what exactly?
Janitor's closet.
How droll.
We went over this in your orientation, lad.
You're assuming I understood even half of what you were saying.
Listen to your captain, rookie, or you'll be joining him and no mistake. Did you take care of the dress like I asked you to?
The dress is safe and sound. Remarkably heavy, by the way.
If you think I'm putting up with any of your shit,
It would be in your best interest to comply, cat.
or what? I have 7 children waiting for me back home, and they have sharper teeth than you.
As a matter of fact, I can do far worse than...
Dawn has come to vanquish the night. The jig is up, Ahab. Let that civilian go.
As I heroically dash, or, well, attempt to dash, onto the scene, I come face to chest with the very large janitor from before. Except he's somehow wearing even less this time. Then it hits me. You're Ahab? I turn to Rahul. This is Ahab?
And the flash, laddie. He'll be just in time to join this mutineer here in the brig, while we abscond with the poxy gown. Not if we have anything to say about it. Right, Spot?
Big whale man. Huge whale man.
Spot?
Honestly, as far as experiences go, Big Man hitting on me turned out to be a supervillain isn't even the worst thing that's happened to me. I could work with that. I can fix him. Oh my god, catch this in 4K! Echo VN project character, Ecto project character canonically says I can fix him! Oh, who wrote that? Who came up with that line? Red or Saber, which one of you was it? This VN is top 10, top 5, top 3. This VN is top 3. Yeah, this VN is top 3. I have to put a lot of bias to one side and a bunch of VNs. This VN is top 3, based on writing alone. I can fix him! Sure, Alex! Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, no we can't. I'm okay. I'm alright. I'm doing okay.
Spot?
Right, I guess I'm here to kick his ass. His round, toned, beautiful ass.
Spot!
Right. Are you alright, Lou? I mean, citizen.
Al? Is that you under there?
Yeah, it's... No! It is Dusk Hound, champion of justice.
Why are you wearing... What is that? Is that a collar?
It's my uniform, citizen.
Uniform? You look like a clown!
I have to agree with your companion. Your choice of fashion, and I use that term lightly, leaves much to be desired. I mean, let my friend go, villain. Quite frankly, you look like you fell down a flight of stairs at a thrift store and hit every bargain rack on the way down. That's kind of harsh, but I'm being constructive here. But you may want to shop elsewhere in the future, for all our sakes. Lou, you might want to duck. We lock eyes for a second before they dive out of the way, leaving plenty of room for the barrel of my grappling gun to connect with the chameleon's head.
Ow!
At the very least, it causes him to let go. I'm sorry, is that what he was wearing? Fuck yous. Fuck yous. He looked fucking good, though. Not gonna lie. He clutches his face and dramatically spins in place.
You ingrate! You hit my nose!
Oh, and the surgery scars had just healed! I tip my muzzle towards Lou. Fetch the curator and get out while you still can, citizen. There's trouble brewing.
Alex!
Whoa, secret identity! Don't cause a scene.
Right. I'll head off. Just stay safe, okay?
You know how bad I am at following your advice! Nice. Way to roll with the punches, Pink. Powerful hands grip my shoulders, and the next thing I know, I'm flung through the air head first. I have a split second to question my life again, before my sudden flight is rudely interrupted by the Rottweiler I crash into.
Hate to break up a touching moment and all, but our ship's about to set sail, and we've no use for stowaways.
The last thing I hear is the chameleon's chuckle echoing through the gallery.
Are you sure he's okay? He does seem rather out of it, doesn't he?
Ow.
Fear not, Dusk Hound has faced greater challenges than this.
You know you don't have to keep up the act.
Sorry, force of habit.
My head is still spinning. What happened?
Ah, you've come to. Excellent.
Did we win?
Honestly, no.
It could have gone either way, really.
I sit up. Feels like I got hit by a train. He didn't hurt you, did he?
After you guys got knocked out, they said they had what they came here for and kind of just left. It was pretty anticlimactic. Your friend ended up rescuing me from my unfortunate predicament in the janitor's closet.
Oh god, I love the way this woman makes getting locked in a closet sound like a minor inconvenience.
You really had no idea your janitors were villains this entire time?
We hired them through a reputable temp agency, I'll have you know. Rest assured, I'll have a long conversation with them once this is all over. There was one other thing.
They tip their muzzle to one of the hallways, from which Milo emerges. So much for our whole secret identity thing.
Perimeter seems clear. No other valuables stolen.
He pushes his glasses up his beak.
Thank you for checking, Milo. You can thank me by being more careful in future, yes? I see Dusk Hound has regained consciousness as well.
Just about. When did you get here?
Had suspicion you might not be able to handle threat after communication went silent. It would seem I was right.
Way to rub salt in the wound.
Fortunately, you yet live. Unfortunately, Manitok's gown has disappeared. Well, then we'll go after it. Do not be so hasty. Attacking Syndicate without plan is much like hitting head against wall repeatedly. You will only end up with headache.
But then how do we get the gown back? Our exhibition simply cannot continue without the star of the show.
We have to get it back somehow.
We will go after dress, but we will prepare and approach mission with caution.
The crow glares intently at Rahul and me.
Where'd you meet these guys, Al?
It's a long story. Milo turns to Lou and Fenna, his expression much softer.
We will tell you another time. We have objective to complete.
He takes a bow. Can you get back to safety from here?
I'm pretty sure I can make it across the street. I'll accompany you. I could use a bit of fresh air. Great! I'm sure Willie still needs someone to blow balloons. Balloons? Oh, you've never been to the Ham?
Can't say I have, but I'd love to join you. It sounds fascinating.
Alright, I'll catch you later, Alex.
Good luck, Mr. DeRoy, and be careful.
Lou looks back at us as the two of them walk away, confusion and annoyance plain on their face. I know that look. They're gonna grill me something fierce. There's so much I wish I could say right now, but I do have a job to complete. A job we messed up royally. Once they're out of sight, I turn back to Rahul and Milo. So, how are we gonna find the syndicate now? Fenna's gonna have our hides if we don't get that dress back.
If you'll recall, I planted a tracking device on one of Ahab's goons last week.
Right. I remember him showing me at Mrs. De Bruyn's store.
Milo. Sir, now would be a good time to check where our fishy friend is headed. Affirmative.
Milo presses a button on his wristwatch and a hologram pops up.
Target is moving towards Saltwater Canal District. On foot, judging by pace. They're probably headed underwater, if I were to hazard a guess.
Are we even equipped to fight underwater? Rahul's face droops in disappointment.
Well, you see, you are now.
We are?
We are?
Wait, even Rahul's surprised? For the first time in what feels like forever, a grin creeps across the crow's face. He looks almost delighted.
You two stormed out of headquarters like idiots. You did not think ahead, did not consider possible outcomes. I did, however.
He pulls out a small case with underwater breathing gear.
Excellent! I don't know what we'd do without you, Milo. I would rather not ponder that, sir.
What I'm seeing defies everything I'd imagined. I've only seen parts of the underwater shopping streets while on the subway. You can get cheap breathing apparatuses near the canal entrances, but I've never really had a reason to come down here before. It's deeper than you might think. It's cold and the water pressure feels strange. Part of me feels like I don't belong here, but it's honestly quite charming and welcoming. Warm and cool lights adorn the entire district. We swim past restaurants, hotels, souvenir shops. There's even a sign advertising guided tours. I suppose for land dwellers like myself, it's quite the domestic holiday destination. Hell, most people buy weighted shoes just so they can walk underwater nowadays. It wasn't always like this. Before Brevard Enterprises revolutionized the city infrastructure, the canals were little more than backwater districts, in every sense of the word. I remember reading about it in history books back in school. Aquatic folks have been making their home down here ever since Shippersburg was founded. In the early days, they were mostly merchants operating black markets, but over the centuries, they became an integral part of the city. They've been instrumental in maintaining Shippersburg's foundation. The soil here is soft, so much of the city is built on pillars. In turn, the city council does everything in its power to keep pollution to a minimum. The water is clear and visibility is excellent, so they must be doing a pretty decent job. I wonder what kind of unique foods I could get down here.
Enough exposition, Spot. We have a mission to complete.
And there's the fourth wall shattered into pieces. The boss's voice rings loud and clear in my earpiece. Yes, sir. But where do we even go? Is the tracker signal clear?
Crystal! Just follow my lead. They should be nearby. Tracking device is only accurate up to 10 meters, so keep eye out for any suspicious buildings. copy, Raven 3. Over and out.
Easier said than done. I don't know what constitutes normal down here. I haven't swam this much since I got my diploma. There's more stores down here than up there. Where do we even start looking?
A hero follows his nose.
That's nice and all, but I can't smell anything with this helmet on.
It's a figure of speech. Just think of it this way. If you were a pirate who just came back from a perilous journey, where would you be?
Me personally, probably dead from dysentery, or heat stroke, or scurvy, or a minor cut.
The local pub, Spot. The perfect place to divvy up loot and discuss nefarious deeds.
Wouldn't that be too conspicuous for a gang of thieves?
True. It'd have to be the sort of establishment so frightening, no man of the law would ever show his face anywhere near it.
We're gonna have to scout all the back alleys? That could take hours!
It doesn't have to. You have your phone on you?
Yeah, why?
Can you load up the restaurant review app for me?
After combing through the back alleys of the shopping districts for bars and restaurants, the tracker finally starts beeping. We're in the seedy part of the district now. The place is practically deserted. I'm just glad to be somewhere quiet right now. Never have I had this many people look at me funny. I guess anyone would, given our costumes. We come to a halt in front of quite possibly the dingiest restaurant I have ever seen. Rahul gestures to his watch and points at the door. This is their secret lair?
Ha! Like I said, they're not the brightest anglerfish in the ocean.
De Zutzzeman?
It had 1.5 stars on the restaurant review app. The only people to come near it are health inspectors and fellows in hazmat suits.
And us, apparently. I'm not sure I'd want to go in even without the gang of thieves waiting inside. But I guess there's really no other way to get that dress back. So, what's the plan? We just barge in?
Excellent idea, Spot. We'll simply let the element of surprise work in our favor.
Yeah, we'll just... Wait, no. So, that's where I'm going to end this episode. And what an episode it was. Alex may have learned an important lesson here in that going into battle against someone you find considerably attractive may not be the most conducive set of circumstances to successful combat encounters. In D&D, we refer to that as a Nat 1. But oh my god, I was very, very happy with everything, actually, that I saw in this episode. Oh my god, I really love this VN so far. The magical girl transformation is my favorite thing ever in the history of ever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake at night, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this, Markiplier style. Fucking excellent. And Mr. fucking I can fix him Alex DeRoy. Oh. 10 out of 10. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please go and support the project if you have the means to do so. There are links in the description, there always are, to the Patreon pages and Twitter pages. And of course there's links in the description to ways you can support me. Please kindly consider doing so. But that is more than enough rambling out of me for now. This has been Pink Wisp reading Glory Hounds, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.